I'm Marga, and I want to introduce you to Fiona today. Fiona is a special person. She's a teacher and also a mum, and she and her son Ashton is using the CoordiKids program. And Fiona, you as a teacher, can you give us some background on your work as a teacher?
Yes, I'm an early childhood trained teacher and I've been working with children for over 21 years. I first started out in childcare and I made my way up to being director, and then I always had a passion to teach, so I studied my Bachelor of Education Early Childhood part-time while I was working full-time, and when I finished that, I started to work in schools, and now I do a lot of relief work at the local schools. I haven't got my own classroom as yet, but I really enjoy just working in lots of different classrooms in the early years, especially specialising up to year 3, prep to year 3. So I just love my job and I love kids, so it's not work to me, it's really enjoy it.
So you are also a mum. Can you tell us a little bit about your schedule, and do you think other mums have more or less the same kind of schedule that you have?
Yes, it is busy. Ashton, my oldest son, is going into grade 2, so school drop-offs and pickups are busy, and I have a little 2-year-old who takes up a lot of my time too, playing outside and keeping me busy.
So why did you decide to use CoordiKids, Ashton?
Okay, well, we started off with therapy, attending therapy with you at Tyack Health, and Ashton was really getting a lot out of the therapy sessions, but Ethan was such a young baby that I found, for one, it was expensive to come to therapy, and also time, and Ethan being so young, I found, it was hard to get there regularly. So yes, CoordiKids program for us is just amazing how we can do that in our own time, and also saving the money like that.
So it was quite easy to implement that.
Very
in your
easy.
daily schedule?
Very easy. Yeah, we can sort of fit it in with Ashton after he has dinner and just before he goes to bed, and not have to go out to a therapy and find someone to look after Ethan, or it's just disrupting his schedule of bathing, dinner. So at least it just is amazing how it can just fit in so easily to our lifestyle.
Okay. And it takes you only how long?
15 minutes, at probably 15 minutes to half an hour, but definitely no more than half an hour.
Okay. So do you have any tips, because it sounds so easy, do you have any tips that other parents can use to make it easy to fit it into their schedules?
I just think set aside time in your day to make sure that's the time that you're going to do the CoordiKids program. So whether it's, some people would probably find the mornings would be good, but in our household we find it's too busy in the morning, preparing lunches, finishing off homework, or just getting Ashton out the door is way too busy in the morning. So we find after Ethan's gone to bed and just before Ashton goes to bed, so around 7 o'clock, we find that's our time, and it fits in really well with after we've had our dinner, and just Ashton's winds down and goes to bed not long after that. But yep, that works well for us. So I'd say anyone else that is going to try the program is just beneficial to find that time that suits you and your family. Some parents might find mornings are better because they may have things on in the evening, but for us it's evenings.
Okay. And is there any aspect of the program or of the exercises that you or Ashton find difficult?
Just when he's tired, I think, or sick, or if I'm sick, or if we have a busy week with lots of things on. But I find it really isn't that difficult. It just mainly, if he's tired, we just have to maybe do half of the exercises in the evening and then half in the morning, and we make time for that and make sure everything's ready to go. But other than that, I just would say sick or tired would be the challenging thing that we would find, but not every day.
So doing it in the evening, doesn't it make him too excited or too alert to go to bed and to have a sound sleep?
I don't find he sort of, I think he looks forward to that because it's our one-on-one time. Ethan's in bed and he has me to himself, and it's our special time, so not at all for him.
Okay, so tips for other families. You have the option to do it like you do, one-on-one with one child, or you have the option to do it as a family or with more than one child. what is your feelings about that?
Yeah, I could see how that would work really well with older siblings or even siblings that are closer in age. For me, Ethan's a little bit young. There are some exercises you can do, but I find that it's definitely better one-on-one with us. But I could see how it would definitely be fine for other families to have more children involved, holding the apparatus, like the ball, or if it's a certain exercise that you can do together, throwing and catching a ball. I could see how that would work beautifully with more than one child.
Okay, so the great thing is that you can actually adapt it, not adapt the program, but you can move the program
Yes.
in your daily schedule to a spot where it fits you
Yes.
and your family,
Yep.
and you can use it in that way and it will still be effective.
Definitely, yeah, I can see how that would really work for some families. They would find it fun and the children would get more out of it because their siblings are involved. The child would be excited to share that special time with their siblings. It's fun for them.
Okay. Now the program is worked out over 26 fortnights, which is 1 year, but you have access to the program for 3 years. So that means that you can take breaks and you can take some time off. Do you ever use that?
Sometimes we do have a little bit of a break if I find that it's hard going at school for Ashton, or if I've had a lot of work on that week and we're just both too tired. We do have like maybe a few days off, but Ashton always asks me, when are we doing CoordiKids? Are we doing CoordiKids tonight? So he reminds me that he's ready to come back to it.
Right.
So we don't usually have too long a break.
Such a great boy. So you don't have any problem after a break, he just falls into a routine
Yes,
again.
he wants to go back to it, and he's enthusiastic and motivated and excited to see what the next exercises are. If we've missed a few, he's, especially the week that they change, the fortnight they change, he's excited to see what they are, and
Okay.
so it keeps it fresh, I think.
Yep.
And
So it's not boring.
no, not at all. And sometimes you may have it's a little bit different, but the same sort of thing. So it's not totally new, but sometimes it is totally different. But I find that, yeah, it definitely keeps him motivated and excited about CoordiKids.
Thank you so much for your time. It's great
okay.
to talk to you.
It's my pleasure. I can't talk highly enough about CoordiKids and how it would be beneficial to so many children with learning difficulties, or in the classroom I can see how there are so many children that would benefit from helping them with their learning and attention and sitting still and focusing, and it's just an amazing program. I would recommend it to anyone that could benefit. Thank you.
It's good to hear that from an experienced teacher. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.